You know what time it is. It's time for the best part of the video. All right, guys, so tonight's verse of the night comes from 2 Corinthians 5:21, and it says this: God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. This is one of the most, like, oh my goodness, when you think about this statement right here, it is so beautiful. It is so awesome because this is like the gospel right here. Why is this the gospel? Because God made Jesus, he made him to become our sin. Now, I'm not saying he created Jesus. Jesus is God. They're the same being, different roles, right? He put onto him and fashioned him to be our sin by dying on the cross for our sins. And then died. It took our place that we rightly deserved because we sinned against a holy God. Whenever you sin against a holy God, a perfect being, an eternal being, the punishment must be eternal. But he took that upon himself. Y'all get that? He put that on himself so that we don't have to have that. And then it says that right here, we then in turn, we don't only just, don't have to have that punishment, but we now get the life and the righteousness that Jesus. You guys, like, it's so crazy, right? We get that now. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to live in this life of sin. We don't have to have the punishment or have the shame and guilt and all of this other stuff. We get to have the righteousness of God now because Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins, and we have his righteousness imputed into our lives. We are now put in place. We are submitted in between. I don't think that last analogy made sense, but the righteousness of God when we put our trust and our faith in Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross for us. And it is so freaking beautiful. I'm shaking the camera so much because it's amazing. It's so cool. But yeah, that's the verse for tonight, guys. I love that verse. It's 2 Corinthians 5:21. It is a verse that I learned whenever I was in high school or college. I can't even remember, but it is something that I completely forget sometimes that, the beauty of that, you know what I'm saying? I remember the verse, but the actual thought and the belief that he made himself sin incarnate so that we don't have to be sinful and we don't have to be in the punishment of sin because he did that for us. You know what I mean? It's so cool to be able to know that and to believe that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing.